I am Unfinished Symphonies. Since everybody here is more or less a guitar player, I figured, and we have a couple of minutes, I figured I'd talk about some of my experiences playing guitar. I do have a concept for experimental guitar night, and it's a very obvious concept when I start playing. The experimental part will be if it works at all, or if it's a complete dud. But, you know, that's part of the experimental guitar night thing. Yeah. But first, I want to talk about being a hippie in the 70s, which I was. And I was in Berkeley when I was 19. And, you know, I was a hippie in Berkeley. I had hair 2 feet in every direction. And I would go down every day to the campus of Berkeley. And I was barefoot when I did that. And I would go hang out with a very large African-American fella named Odai. And Odai played guitar. And I'm not sure Odai knew any songs, but Odai, he really kept improvising this song about erotic desire. And he really crooned all these lyrics about erotic desire. And he played a chord that I'd never heard before, and I was like, that is a great chord, man. And he taught me that chord. And so when I came back from Berkeley, I was still a hippie, but I wrote a song with the chord. And so I will sing that song for you. And the chord is the last chord in the song. It's a new day, and I can't get no play from the ladies. It's a new day and I can't get no play from the ladies. What can I say? I just maybe have rabies. Erotic desire. Thank you. Yeah! That one goes out to Odai, wherever you are today. Okay. Now, many moons later, when I came to Pittsburgh, I gave guitar lessons. And you know, I am no Andrei Segovia, but I can teach you how to get laid playing guitar. And this is a proven fact, because I've had many students testifying to this fact, that they got laid with what I taught them. So I want to tell you one inspirational story I told to my guitar students. This came from a 1974 Guitar Player magazine that I got used, and it had to do with a guy in 1938 in Kansas City. This guy came home one day and found his wife in bed with another man. And he confronted him, and the other man took out a gun and shot him. And shot all 3 fingers off. And he only had these 2 fingers. And that's when he decided he was going to learn how to play guitar. So, this was in 1938 in Kansas City. So he stood on a corner with a slide, and for 5 years, all the shopkeepers paid him not to play in front of their places. They paid him to move on. But after 5 years, he got really good. And then he was playing still in 1974 when they wrote this article about him. So from 1938 to 1974, he'd been on the streets of San Francisco, Kansas City, playing. And I said to my students, look, if this guy can do it, so can you. Okay. Going back a ways, this is my last anecdote. I was once playing with a guy when I was in college, and we were playing, and he says to me, how long have you been playing? And I said, I've been playing since I was 8 years old. And he said, man, I would have thought you'd be a lot better than you are. And I was like, okay. Let's see who's still playing 30 years from now. I'd say the concept wasn't really working, but give it a shot. Thank you. Okay, how do you get an electric guitar player to turn down? Give him some sheet music. What do you throw an electric guitar player who's drowning? His amp. Thank you.
Another big hand for Unfinished Symphonies, aka Rob Press. Rob, do you have any shows coming up around town you want to announce?
Yeah, I'm done with all that shit.
Whoa, nothing at Nico's Recovery Room.